Hey, welcome back. Today, now we're going to go on to part two. I'm going to take a look at a couple of third-party, softwares you can use. We'll take a look at this Janner first. This is actually running right now. Janner looks a little different. This is the way Janner works, and it looks a little. You can create the custom background. I know a lot of people really like this particular piece of software and the way it works, but what you begin to see is, again, all your links, all your tweets come up. You're on the left side, and on the right side is the wait, I was at. I'm sorry, let me go back to that. On the right side are the things coming into you, and when you're at the home page, if we can get there again, anything that appears on the left is the people you follow, and then you appear on the right. So here's where I tweeted, and since I tweeted that Who Owns the Learning, which was 6 minutes ago, there's been all these tweets of the people that I follow. Once again, you are not going to keep up with everybody, so you don't have to worry about trying to keep up with all this. You look at the ones that you're interested in, and that's the way it works. Again, it's set up, and you got the mentions, people that speak directly to me. Then you got the UA EdTech, here it is. These are my direct messages, and you can set up other accounts. But this is, this is one you can take a look over. There's my second account, my history with Holman, which I talked about. I have one for my kids to follow. That's this one. And there's probably not many messages directly to me, but you can go back and forth between the two. Now, I'm not going to go through all this. I'm just showing it to you. I'm going to go through TweetDeck. So TweetDeck is what I use on my computers. So Hootsuite, by the way, is a download. I use that on my cell phone. Hootsuite also lets you embed Facebook. So on my cell phone, I can go to one app. I can read all my Facebook feeds. I can comment, like, add things to that, and then switch right inside the app to my Twitter feed. So you might want to keep that one in mind for cell phone use. It works pretty well. You can download it for iPads and anything else as well. But the way this works, I'm using Chrome. And so when you're in Chrome, you can get an add-on. So you can just type into Chrome or Safari or whatever you're in. You want TweetDeck for Chrome. Okay. When you do that, you're going to get the Chrome Web Store. You just go. Notice this is owned by TweetDeck or by Twitter. It didn't used to be. And for Chrome, you're just going to launch application. What that does is that adds this to your Chrome account, so that if you're on your Chrome, your TweetDeck will now be there forever. So I would go ahead and do that. It's going to work the same thing if we go to Safari. So on Safari, I type in TweetDeck for Safari. Here's the TweetDeck app. I can go to it, and I can either sign in and run it off the web, or you can download the app to run off your account. You can follow TweetDeck if you want. If you can sign in on the web, it's just going to open up the TweetDeck on the web, and you would sign in. If you have a username and a Twitter password, you can just directly sign in from here. So I will do that. Hopefully I won't show my password. And hopefully I'll get my password right. That's always tricky. So it did pull up my account automatically, but I'm running it off the web. Okay? And this is the way it's set up. It's set up to do your home page, notifications. That's somebody that spoke to you. So, it was favorited by somebody. I didn't show you favorite, but there's favorite. You can favorite things. Sorry. I didn't show you that one. Favorite them just saves them in an account so you can find them later. So if you're reading tons of these and you say, oh, I want this favored, it will actually favor, and you'll be able to find it later in your account. But you don't really have a ton of stuff. It's just your basic things, right? Notifications and so on. Now, I'm going to go back to my Chrome account and show you, but that's pretty easy to log in. Actually, I'll do it with you here. So you can search. So I want to search for hashtag UAEDTech. That's something I want you to follow, and there it is. And pretty simply, you can add a column. So it automatically builds a column with all the tweets coming from UA Tech. You can add another column. So let's say I'm a social studies teacher, so I'm going to do social studies chat. It'll find all the things being tweeted about social studies chat, and I want to add a column to that. You can add as many columns as you want. You can also adjust these columns how they play out, and we'll get to that in a minute. Here is like the expand, so you can move back and forth activity. You can also just slide across and go back and forth between these two columns with your cursor. You can expand this and see more. You can add more columns. You can add lists. You can customize your timeline. You know, you can do a lot with it. Your settings are here. Again, you're back in your Twitter account, so it's the same thing you would see before. Again, you've got similar options. Let's go to my home feed. You have similar options. You can retweet. You can reply. When you reply, it goes to all the people mentioned in the tweet. So you can reply to them right from here, type a message, and respond. I am not going to do that because I'm just showing you. You can also favorite, as we mentioned, or you can click here and you have a variety of things you can do. You can tweet directly to the person. You can unfollow them. You can send a direct message. You can add or remove lists. You can create lists of, let's say, Ohio science teachers using tech. And then you could have a column for just those people. You add them to a list, and now all of a sudden, instead of following hashtags, you're following a list of people who tweet about a topic you're interested in. You can create those. I haven't created them. A lot of people use them. I don't. I follow the hashtags more so. You can block them. You can report them. You can embed this tweet. You can link to this tweet. You can email this tweet to people. So that's all in this option over there. So you have a variety of options with it. You can get details. Sometimes that's nice. There's no detail there. But this one, like a retweet. There's no details there. I'm trying to find somebody. Okay, hopefully we should have one here. So this one, because he responded to me, you can see the conversation we had, what was being said. So it does let you open up the details and view what was being said. So you can kind of follow a conversation between two people on Twitter, what was being said and what was happening. Other than that, you know, I guess that's about the main things it shows you. Notice their names are blue. You can click them. It'll pull who they are up. You can immediately follow them from here. This is just like we did in Twitter. You can click on the hashtag, and it'll pull up what's going on that hashtag. And if you like the hashtag, you simply add a column. What else we got here? Twitter pictures probably are going to be blocked, but they won't be where you are. So you kind of get the idea here how this works. Now, I like it in Chrome. So when you add it to your browser, what I really like is Chrome, when you open it up, you have the option to go to your apps up here in the corner. And when you click on the apps, I have my tweet deck already established. I click it, it logs me in automatically. Now what you're going to notice different here is my tables are very different. I have lots of columns here. Okay, and as you scroll across, you see I have all kinds of hashtags I'm following. I'm following, you know, the social studies chat. I'm following the middle school chat. Those are direct messages. I'm following the one-to-one tech chat. I'm following Ohio Ed chat. I'm following Ed chat. VUA Tech. The Vid Ed. This is just abandoned pictures. I just love them. So it's got its own column, and it's the only thing that appears in here. I just like looking at the pictures. Here is the Ed Tech example chat. That's actually my daughter, so I follow all of her tweets. I see what she's tweeting. This is Wikispace. I'm following them as a user because I did an interview with them that I'm kind of waiting for it to be posted, so I know. This is the Ohio Technology Conference 14 chat, which is still going on. This is Digital Learning Day, which took place a week ago. So I've got like 19 columns of things. I don't keep up with all 19 things. You know, I might be interested in this, and I might look for a minute and say, oh, it's all the same people tweet. And I might skim through and look at pictures. Is there anything worth looking at? You know, I might read, okay, they Skyped. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe I want to look at these pictures so I can kind of see what these kids did wherever they were. Once again, everything works the same as when you were in Twitter. You can reply. Okay. This one, there is one difference. You can edit and retweet. This I like, because you can click edit and retweet, and it brings up the original message. And I could change the hashtags if I wanted and put UAED Tech and now tweet. Notice I'm over the limit of 10, so I can't really tweet this. You would have to delete some. So I typically don't delete their name because you're retweeting them. But a lot of people, you can get rid of the vowels. That's what they say to do, so people know what the word's supposed to be. And if you get rid of enough vowels, you could then send this and people could still read it. So I'm down to where now I could, one more. So now I could tweet it. Again, I'm not going to tweet this because I didn't really even read it. But that's the concept. You can close that. You can also, by the way, schedule a tweet. So if you want this to go out at 3 o'clock this afternoon, you can. If you want to add an image, you click your image and you add your picture like we did in regular Twitter. I do think if you take a look at this, you will find that if you get this, I have been to Twitter maybe 3 times in the last 6 months. This is how I use Twitter. I never go to Twitter's website to get into Twitter. I use this. And what's really nice is I close out. You know, I'm getting rid of all my stuff. I'm getting ready to go home, and I say, hey, wait a sec. Let me see if somebody tweeted. I just click. I go back. I click on my app, and there's all my feeds again. It's directly reloaded, and I'm good to go. And notice you can follow users. You can follow hashtags. You can follow topics, too. So there's a lot you can do with this. Hopefully that gives you an overview of the 2 ways to go. I would highly, highly recommend that you either go to something like, again, I prefer TweetDeck. Other people prefer this Janner or whatever it's called. You know, and a lot of people still use Hootsuite. We'll just take a look and see if we can see if they have an image, a couple images of, and it's blocked, of course. Vapors. So it's blocked. You just have to take a look. I kind of like it for my phone. It works pretty nice. So if that's that, hopefully you got enough to be able to use Twitter. Again, like I mentioned in class, use this for at least 3 weeks. Try to use it every day. Try to tweet something, look something up, share something on the UA Tech page. You know, if you find something and you put it in Digo, you can also tweet directly from your Digo account, which is pretty cool. You know, when you sign into your Digo, I'll just show you that real quick. Hopefully I spelled everything right. You know, you can go to your library, and if you're on a page, you can tweet out information right from your Digo library. So, you know, when you go to a page, and that page opens up, and you go back to your Digo, you have share this page, and when you share this page, you can send it right on Twitter, and you can put the hashtag UAED Tech. It's saved to them. You send it. It's now going to appear. No, I guess I don't have my Digo account set up, so I authorize the app. Okay, great. And now I send. My tweet has been sent from the British catalog, and now that's out on the web to you guys. And if we go back to my Twitter account, there it is. It's sent out already, and there's the link. You click it, you're automatically there, and it should appear on the UA Tech page, and there it is right there. So using your Digo, you can actually do a variety of tweets. Same thing when you're on a web page. So if you go to this web page, you can tweet out blog posts I'm doing. So if you go to this, again, I think I showed you this in Twitter. This was our presentation on autonomous mastery learning. You can click tweet, and as soon as you click the tweet here, it's going to come up. It's already got you logged in, and you can change the hashtag, you can change the text, and you can tweet those things out. So that's an overview of TweetDeck. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week when we take a look at Google Docs.